2, 1. Hey, what's up, you guys? Shardimus Prime, aka Russ. Welcome to another Russ Toy Reviews live stream. We got Joey B here. He is first, and we also have somebody else here in the waiting room. We have a special guest today, the Sonny Channel. Well, I'm calling him the Sonny Channel, but we have Sonny from the Sonny Channel. I think he's one of the funniest dudes in the community that we have seen here for, well, I guess since he started his channel. So let's bring him on in. You may or may not know who he is, but we're going to get to know him a little bit better. All right, let's bring him on in. What's up, Sonny?
What's going on, man? Appreciate you for having me on.
Hey, thank you, man. Thank you for all your support and being here at the lives and everything. And I really appreciate it, man. All the shares and stuff you've done. And yeah, man, I think you're a really funny dude, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun to have you on. And yeah, so I wanted to bring you on the show and talk about some of the things that you do for your career and everything in comedy, which I think is amazing. I saw your stand-up. You'd posted a stand-up maybe a couple months ago, right? Several months ago, maybe. Yeah. And that was really cool to see, because I know that's probably harder to come by, like, booking stuff like that, during COVID times and everything. So yeah, we got a lot of friendly faces in here. Really quick, we got Thirsty for Chicken, and he is second. We got Ian. What's up, Ian? And then we got Your Boys Got Toys, Cowboy Collector, howdy. And Jay's Figs, how you doing, man? What's going on? Shardimus and Sonny. And then we got this name that I screw up every time. Was it yeah. And it was told to me how to say it properly before, and I'm still butchering it. But yeah, you guys will remind me again. And then we got Sonny has my favorite backdrop of any streamer. What's up, Colt Kid? How's it going? It's V. Here we go. Yeah, he explained. It's V. V is the chosen one. VV is the chosen one. I'll screw it up next time for sure. And yeah, all right, man. So, I mean, most of these cats know who you are and everything. I mean, why don't you give yourself a little bit of an introduction? And I'm kind of curious to know, yeah, go ahead and let us give us your bio, the history of Sonny.
My bio. All right.
Yeah,
so I'm a failed actor. I was in a movie called Idiocracy, and that was it. And I started doing stand-up comedy, and right when I was about to I got attention from HBO, COVID hit, and they were like, "Oh, they didn't call me back." So, but during COVID, I still wanted to entertain people, and I found an avenue to entertain people.
Oh wait, Sonny, I'm sorry.
Toy videos.
Hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm getting a little bit of like a static thing from the microphone. Just I don't know if anybody else is hearing it, but I just want to make sure everybody hears you clearly and everything, and just I don't know, maybe the volume or something. But a little clippy, right? You guys hear that?
Okay. Is that a little bit better?
No.
I have that issue on my own live streams. Like, I don't understand what's going on with
But okay. yeah. It's a little bit choppy. Maybe just adjust maybe there's like a wire or something that,
I think it's just I don't know. It comes and goes on my streams. Try to start doing sign language.
Sign language is great. Like all these you're gonna spell every letter out. We're all gonna get down there and start decoding this. It'll be like a 7-hour live stream just to get the bio, like just to get your background down. That's what. Yeah, but yeah, turn your turn the star power down.
Let me try my mic here.
Yeah, or see what happens if you go with no headphones. I've tried that before, but I don't know if that's gonna create all kinds of feedback or whatever. But I didn't know that Sonny was in Idiocracy. That's a cult classic. I had no idea you're actually in that movie. That's crazy. I feel bad for not recognizing you from that movie now.
All right, listen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that sounds much
Okay.
better.
Okay. All right. I didn't realize my webcam was also trying to pick up the sound. So okay, cool.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, so I was Idiocracy, one of the major stars in it. Uh, no, actually, it was cool though because Mike Judge, he put my name sixth in the credits, and like that automatically gave me an IMDb credit, and like they set up a page and stuff. So that was kind of cool. Um, and I
Nice.
was like,
That's
oh man,
awesome.
I'm on my way to superstardom, and they were like, hey, have you ever tried doing short films for college students and high school kids because that's where you're headed next. So I went backwards in my acting career. I did a movie, then I did a PSA commercial, and then I started doing short films for college students, and then short films for high school kids who borrowed their parents' camera, and then and now I went to improv. So it was just like I went the opposite way.
Yeah,
So
you hear about people practicing with the improv and doing a lot of that stuff, and then they kind of like build their way up maybe into like the comedy and theater and stuff like that, and eventually, in the big movies and get the credits and the IMDb. But
yeah,
you're still
and
hustling though. You're still, I mean, you've never stopped doing your thing, right? Like you're still at it, and
I mean it's kind of slowed down. Like when I was doing acting, Texas had a lot of incentives to bring everybody here from like California, from New York, so they're filming here, and
Mhm.
so a lot of that local, they wanted the local talent. They were all getting everybody from here, and then when we lost incentives, they moved us like North Carolina, Georgia, and all that, and
Oh,
that's pretty much where I stopped at that point. And my agency got absorbed by a bigger agency, and they were like, we really, it's like they have their favorites, and I wasn't a favorite of the new agency, so I just kind of got thrown to the back burner. I'm technically still in the contract, but they don't do anything like.
gotcha.
So
Wow, what a trip.
so I just do my own thing. So
Nice, nice. Yeah, I've always had an interest in getting into acting and stuff. I always made home movies and everything growing up. So I never really had like major aspirations for acting, or else I would have done more. But I've always been fascinated with it, and I did an audition one time for a commercial. They asked me to sit in a chair and pretend I was on the phone, and they had like a couple of cameras set up and everything, and two dudes with their notepads, and just they had lines for me and everything, and I just acted or did my
yeah, just
thing.
going.
And
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I mean, it's weird doing auditions and stuff. Like one audition, I thought I was gonna be funny. They were like, just be yourself. And I was like, all right, cool. And they were like, if you were a flower, what kind of flower would you be?
holy
And I
shit.
was like, a dandelion because everybody would want to blow me. And they're like, thank you for your time. And I
Ah!
was like, oh, god damn, like I didn't even get past the first question. So like I
Oh,
learned like you can't just jump right into that. Like I was like, oh crap, should have waited. Should have
oh, that's
waited. So
great. I love
yeah.
that. Yeah,
I
you
think it was
just
for
thought
like
of that right there.
yeah, I think it was for like a toothpaste commercial. Like it didn't have any like I was like, I don't know why y'all asking me this, but that's my answer. And
Wow.
yeah,
That is so funny. Oh, damn. But like that's God, but that's like the skill right there. That's
they were like, be yourself. And I was like, that's myself
you're
right there. So
you were. Oh, that's too funny. That's hilarious. But yeah, it's like they have a thing in mind, right? Like what they
yeah.
want. So if you're like the crude guy a little bit and they didn't want a crude guy a little bit, then and then you're kind of escorting yourself out the door.
Yeah.
But
And it's funny because like I also went to do an audition for Dickies ad,
oh,
like Dickies
cool.
pants and stuff. And uh, I showed up in Dickies.
Oh, wow,
And
cool.
the other guys that were there, they were not in Dickies, but they were like in dirty clothes. And I was like, oh, I think they're appealing to like the workwear, not the gang member style Dickies. So I was like, I should probably not wear a Dickies
Ah,
suit here.
I
Like,
see. I see
I
what
was like,
I know. I have the visual in mind. I know what you're
like,
talking about. Oh, that's hella funny. Oh, damn.
I was like beige Dickie pants, beige Dickie shirt with a black tee underneath with my chains, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, I
You
see
have
where
your high
y'all going.
socks on,
Yeah,
socks on.
and my Nike slides.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I've
just
made
get
some bad decisions in auditions. What I'm saying.
that That's crazy. No, I have one of my my very best friend, his cousin is an actor, and like the stories that I've heard about like him having to do some kind of like wild stuff a little bit. You got to think outside the box, and you kind of have to, you want people to remember you. There's like a
Yeah.
bunch of people always going out there, so it's like, having that angle of really trying to let, yourself shine, you being who you are. You kind of have to you have to roll with it, or else that makes sense to me that you have to do that, but
Yeah.
may not. But like the acting, like being an actor and being a comedian are not the same thing, right?
No, no, no.
So it's like, so I think I've like the comedians that I've heard of that have become actors, like it's like they've gotten hired their gigs through their comedy, so they kind of instead of having like a different image, and then you're trying to fit that, right? Like they would have those comedians in mind for that role. So that would
Yeah,
probably.
that's what a lot of it is at this point. Because if you look at a lot of the comic actors, they're just playing their same stage persona in the movie. Like they just put that persona into the movie, and they call it a day. Which is the
Yeah.
point I want to get to. I don't care about awards. Just put me in a movie where I can act dumb. Like that's all. Like, I don't really care. Like I don't think like Kevin Hart goes to sleep angry because people are like, oh, he can't act. Oh, he's funny in the movies though. So that's what makes him. But
Right. And he's doing his Kevin Hart thing, he'll
yeah,
do the
uh,
whole amped up stuff and some of the physical comedy or whatever. Like it's like you know what you're getting into when you're seeing a Kevin Hart movie, you're gonna
yeah,
expect it,
yeah.
right? So that's cool. So it's like, are you still pushing the comedy and everything? And we gotta put like a link. I mean, that's how Dave Chappelle got on a movie. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious, like what is stand-up comedy like what, like I don't know, and how did you get into that
Well,
side of it? Like what made you think, what, I'm gonna go into stand-up, like this act,
so yeah, so like so I had did improv for a bit, and that was cool. Except when you're in the improv troupe, you have other people on stage with you, and
right.
sometimes it doesn't mesh well, and then the
Hmm.
audience is just left staring like waiting for something funny to happen. And I didn't want to come outright and just blame the other people like, hey, you really ruined that set for us, or you killed that skit. Like, so I was like, like I can't do the improv thing anymore. Like I couldn't depend on other people. I didn't like people wasting their time. They come to see me, I didn't like them wasting time. So
Hmm.
I kind of dropped out of that. But then I wanted to do stand up comedy, and I was like, I gotta try it. And at the time, I was going through a divorce, and
Oh,
it was because my
fun.
ex-wife cheated on me. So I was like, well, that's kind of embarrassing. I don't think I can embarrass myself anymore. So I decided to do stand up, and I started taking classes to like learn the basics of stand up. And they actually told me that I would never find an audience because of one of the jokes that I said. And so that just kind of had me flip my whole mind frame and take the persona that I have on stage just to kind of be a prick to the instructor and the people who were in my class that said I wouldn't find an audience. So, but I do like stand up more because it's my own words being said. Like I'm not, I'm not relying on someone else to write for me.
Hmm.
And then if the show bombs, I can only go back and look at what I can change myself. I don't have to rely on some other people. Be like, oh, what can they do better? Like so,
Yeah.
that I like stand up a lot more because of that reason.
Right. Cool. And that's like, and you feel more natural in that situation too, right? Like do you think
Yeah,
you're more comfortable that way? Because I
yeah. The
feel
only
like.
thing that sucks was like I take a different persona on stage,
Mhm.
and I might say a joke that someone might find offensive, and
Right.
then they'll want to confront me after the show, not realizing that's not who they're gonna confront. Like they're not gonna confront the person they on stage. They're gonna confront me, and so it's caused some issues before. But I'm like, whatever. Like I was like, you want to square up? We can go square up in the back, and they're like, what? What? I was like, "Hey." But I mean, like it's. I mean, I guess it's that way with every type of art. Like you're gonna offend somebody with something that you do. But I guess my personas are kind of timid, and so they think that they can go and say something and approach me. I'm like, no. So
Oh yeah, that's gotta be a trip because it's like it's not like you're wearing it's not like you're Gallagher up there and you got a costume and wacky props. Like I mean, the thing I really notice is like your pacing, like your pacing and your delivery. It's like, oh, this is so neat. Like this is like his presentation. Like this is like the way, or character, right? Like it's almost like a Sonny character, but it's still you, but it's like got a different vibe and everything to it. And yeah, that's it's got to be even harder to like make that distinction. It's kind of funny, like the way people perceive things. Just like a really quick story I wanted to share is I played this bar with this jazz combo, and it was a pretty good gig. A lot of people dancing, and it was good and paid well and had a good time. Played with, I think, some musicians I never played with before. That's always really neat. It's kind of like the improv thing. And I get off stage, and this one guy asked us about playing at a party and stuff. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're going to have to talk to the guitar player about rates and all that. And he's like, you guys don't just do it for free? I was like, oh. I was like, oh, yeah. No, it's fun, bro. Like, yeah, we're up there having, but there's a lot of work behind that fun that you're not seeing. So, no, it's not free. Sorry. But, yeah, you're going to have to like, book with somebody. Yeah. Like, the perception is always different.
Yeah, that's funny, too, because, like, I've had people, like, they put on comedy shows, and then they'll hit me. I'll be like, hey, how was your show the other night? You know, genuine interest in it. And they're like, oh, it was good. It was good. They were like, I was going to ask you if you could do the show, but I know I can't afford your rates. And I'm like, what do you think my rates are? Like, oh, wow. Is it enough for me to get from my house there and back? Like, are you paying for my gas? I'll do it for the gas. If it's someone that I know, I'll do it for gas money. Like, that's it. But some people are like, oh, we had a small budget, and you know, we could only do $100 per performer, and I know you wouldn't accept that. And I'm like, oh, you should have asked. I probably would have did it. Like, for what, 5 minutes of talking? Yeah, I would have took that for $100 from you. So it's kind of weird because like the promoters will see it that way, and then but yeah, I have had audience members that are like, oh, you should play at my cousin's gonna have a quinceañera. I'm like, first of all, no, I'm not gonna do a show for teenage girls. That's weird. So, but they're always like, yeah, like, oh yeah, they're like, yeah, all the beer you can drink. I was like, that's not why. No, like, no.
Yeah, I know. It's like I've had that offer too. It's like, oh yeah, look, you drink and drink. I'm like, yo, I got another gig to go to. Like, I gotta leave. I can't hang out. Like it's a job and stuff. So, but so let me ask how you came across the YouTube. I'm still hearing a little bit of clipping, by the way. It's not as bad as it was earlier, but yeah, the clipping thing is still there a little bit. But yeah.
I think this
I'm not doing it.
Camera stick.
But yeah, I'm curious, like what got you into collecting? Because like I really like that you have this combination of the humor and collecting, and yeah, I'm curious like what inspired you and what helped you get launched on your channel and stuff.
Well, so like I've always been a fan of Mortal Kombat ever since I was the first Mortal Kombat came out at the arcade. I was always a fan, so I'd pick up like Mortal Kombat stuff, like Mortal Kombat figures. If I saw them, I'd pick them up. I got random stuff. Like I got a Mortal Kombat clock. I'm like, I don't know why I have that, but I have it. But
nice.
Or I would get any special edition video game that came out. Like, oh, it comes with a statue. Yeah, I need to get that. I'm like, oh, it's $200 for a $50 game. That's all right. Does it come with a statue? All right, I'll go to get that.
Yeah, you're one of those guys. Yeah,
I used to be. I slowed down on those. I'm like, man, I don't even know what I'm doing with these things. But like when the pandemic hit, because I also did photography during all that time as well. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, I don't want anybody bringing their nasty COVID germs all up in my house. So I was like, but I want to still take photos. And so I started taking photos. I had bought my kid a few like a Marvel Legend, and I had some that I had bought on clearance randomly. And I started taking pictures of them, and I was like, well, you know what? I was like, these are cool. They're real articulated. So I started shooting more and more, and I've always liked Marvel. I know I'm wearing a DC shirt right now, but Peacemaker's hilarious. And I need to catch the season finale here tonight.
Well, I haven't seen any of it. I haven't seen any of the Peacemaker show. I actually just found out that it was a show. I thought it was another movie.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's a good show. You should check it out. But so I like but yeah, no, like so I like Marvel, so I started buying Marvel Legends up, and then that's just kind of where it started going People would send me figures too. They'd be like, "Hey man, I got some extra figures. You want me to help your collection?" I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." And I was like, "I appreciate it." And so that's how my collection got to where it's at, and started going into Storm collectibles as well, and now Mez host. So
Yeah.
am I good?
Yeah, it's still kind of cutting back.
God dang it. Just chopped and screwed.
So
It's a
that way I
Texas
don't have
thing.
to say it. Thank you, Thirsty.
Wait, I see Thirsty for Chicken
Just like
says
if
every. He said
it's
every
me saying, it's like,
Halo
well, then were you
legendary. Yeah,
listening to anything I just said then? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm
No,
gonna
but
start. I'm
I,
just
I was able to get the gist of it though.
dang, Mac. I don't know what's going on.
But
All
that's
right,
cool. That's like that kind of makes sense. Like a lot of the IG posts and everything with all the photos and the custom figures and everything. So getting
well,
into
and like I tried to be a serious photographer. As you can see, I was like, oh, let me go for artwork.
oh, these are your
And
photos?
yeah, these are my
Oh,
photos, right?
oh, shit, nice.
Yeah, and so
Oh, I
like
didn't
that's what I
realize that.
was
I was
like,
like really
I'll go
liking
for
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I don't know. One day I was a little buzzed and I decided to do a review of Iron Man 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and people liked it. So I was like, all right, well, let me do. And when I said people liked it, I had like 60 followers at the time, and like 13 liked it. And so I was like, I'm on my way to the top, baby. So
Yeah, you made it.
so I kept going with it, and people started picking up on it and sharing them, and that's where I got to where I'm at this point. So.
Oh, cool. Wow. How did Unparalleled Universe discover you? Because I found out about you through Unparalleled Universe.
So I believe it was Doug Nificent. Yeah, it was Doug Nificent who's on Instagram. He shared it to Prime to the First. Prime to the First shared it to Jay Hernandez. Jay Hernandez, put me on blast on his channel on his live stream one night. Like, hey, go follow this guy. That's how Wade ended up finding me. And then Wade had connected with me. He was like, hey man, I think you're funny. I want you on my show. And I was like, cool, yeah, I'll be on your show. And then like when I was supposed to be on the show, Wade got sick, so I couldn't do his show. And I went ahead and did a live stream on my own just to see if I could do it. And I did it. Wade popped in the chat and he was like, all right, cool. And then he messaged me later. He was like, hey, you seem to be able to hold your own on the live stream. I was actually kind of nervous because he was like, I don't know this guy. I don't know if he can hold a live stream. He's like, you're all monotone on your reviews. He's like, I don't even know if you like collecting. He goes, I just took a shot, but I'll go ahead and take a chance. So that's why he went in and had me on the show. He was like, all right, we could do this. But yeah, that's he found it in that little jumble of like I did a Spider-Man, the retro Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That was the video that kind of like got people's attention. So
Nice,
that's
nice, cool.
what got me here. Yeah.
Wow, man. So you're one of the COVID channels then. I'm calling you guys the COVID channels.
Yes.
Like you and displaying model behavior, carbon scoring. There's like I noticed this group of well, due to the pandemic, people come, having the time or kind of going that avenue, starting a YouTube channel and everything. So that's I think it's great because it's basically what I went through in the 2008 2009 recession. That's how I started doing it. You know what I mean? Got laid off during the recession and looking for jobs and just doing this thing for fun and kind of turned it into something else over time.
Yeah, I was just like I wanted to entertain people, and I saw people doing Zoom comedy shows, and that just wasn't for me. Like
Zoom comedy shows. Wow.
Zoom comedy shows, yeah. And apparently they're like supposed to, I don't know, give some signal on screen to show that they think you're funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So
How do you hit a
I'm not
thumbs up button?
Yeah, I was
what
like,
kind
I'm
of
not
reaction is that? Jeez. Oh God.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna do Zoom comedy shows. And I was like, but I still entertain people. Like I said, that one review got a little bit of laughs or whatever people like. So I was like, oh, I'll just do this. I was like, it was no different from doing a show in a bar where there's only 10 people in the audience. So I was like, 13 people like it. And now 27 people like my videos, so we're going. We're
Oh,
climbing.
right. Awesome, awesome. I should have, if I haven't done it already, I think I have a link to your channel in the description below if it's not already there. So you guys let me know if you haven't already subscribed to his channel. Check it out down below. Yeah, man, have you? These kids are screaming and singing. There's I don't know if you could hear them in the background, but I don't know if okay.
I was
Am
like,
I
I
the only
hear
one that
yours. I don't
hears
know if you
that?
can hear my dog. I was like, my dog is
Oh,
up
you
here
have a dog.
bothering
Okay, so you
Grant.
got a dog barking in the background. I got kids screaming on the other side of this wall over here. That's my life, by the way.
Yeah.
It's me sitting here trying to edit a video with with the kids, and which I think is. I have a feeling they're going to be actresses by the way how they talk and play pretend. It really trips me out, and I'm like, wow, you guys are you're playing and role playing and stuff, or I'll hear crying, and I run over there. I'm
Yeah.
like, what, who did who? And like, no, they're playing with their little things. They're like, oh, mommy. It's just a little toy that they're playing around
Yeah,
with.
see, I think my son is gonna get canceled by cancel culture when he gets older. Because he'll be like, look, Dad, I know Spanish. I'm like, that's not Spanish, man.
Oh, your son is doing pretend Spanish.
Yeah. I'm like, man, like, all right, dude. Like, you don't
That's
get a Twitter
funny.
channel when you grow up.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your ethnic background? I think I already know, but like it's better to ask.
It's well, Mexican American, but three-quarter, because three of my grandparents were Mexican. One of my grandmothers was actually Italian, born in Italy.
Oh wow, cool.
So that's where my fair complexion comes from.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't get Italian eyes. I got Mexican eyes, so I got brown eyes on light skin.
You got them, you got the Mexican eyes.
Yeah, so
I
you
have
can't have it all, dude. You can't have it all.
Yeah. No, do you I mean you're in Texas, right? So you're
Yeah.
fairly close to Mexico. Do you ever travel there? Have you ever thought about going there to an unboxing con? Ooh.
I went. The only time I've been to Mexico was Cozumel, so it was like, barely not American there. So
Well, oh.
it was a resort town. So
Oh yeah. One of those.
yeah.
Yeah, you got
I was like,
yeah.
here's $5. I was like, is this American money you gave me back? I don't understand. They're like, yeah, it's American money.
Like where am I even in another country now?
Yeah. I was like, this is Mexico, right? And they're like, man, you got a really thick Texas accent, dude. I need you to slow down. I'm like, oh, wait, I have an accent?
Yeah, that's hella funny. Yeah, well, you gotta be careful. I mean, my mom was born in Costa Rica, and even over there in Nicaragua is even scarier. So the bloodline comes from Nicaragua, but it's like you kind of want to be, if you're American, you want to be in those resorts and everything.
Yeah.
Especially you don't want to get caught up in the wrong area or whatever,
Yeah.
and get mistaken by somebody else, or you look like somebody else's cousin that did something that they shouldn't have done or said something they should have said. Ooh, that'd be that'd be pretty bad. But I'm curious to see. It'd be kind of neat. But like I like the idea. Have you gotten into like writing sketches or I haven't seen it, and I don't know if you've done it, like making up sketches and everything like on the channel.
I plan on it. I actually have some written out. I just need to do a little bit more planning for it. So my issue is I tend to do a lot of stuff on my own, so I don't have to write anything. I just be lazy and just improv everything. Like the reviews are just improv. I don't focus on anything. Sometimes I'll grab random items and just throw like eight different random items next to me and then grab them as I see them.
The comparisons, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
And
But I really get a good idea of how tall it is, though.
That actually came from the fact that when I first started doing it, I didn't have very many Marvel Legends or figures. I had a few Mortal Kombat things, but they're closed. They're like, I didn't open them. But I was like, man, I'll see your reviews, and I'm like, man, he's reviewing this new figure, but he has the old one, and he has the one from the other line. And I'm like, I don't have that. What do I have? I got this pine saw. Like, it's just like, just grab random stuff. Like, all right, well, we'll use this. Yeah, people were liking that. So I was like, all right, we'll go with that. So
yeah, that's fun. Yeah. So, so what are your favorite things like about collecting? In Marvel Legends or just the community overall, like from your perspective? I'm kind of curious to pick your brain on that.
So
Where things are going.
like, well, because like I've always liked comics, but I didn't have them growing up. I would collect the trading cards, and that's where I got most of my knowledge from any of the characters. I was like, oh, Mr. Sinister, let's see what he's all about
Yeah.
in 4 sentences or less. And so it's like, so like when people are like, oh, he got this power later, I'm like, I must not have got that card. But
Oh,
so it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that was cool. Now I can't draw. I suck at drawing. Like of all my family members, cousins, and everything, aunts, uncles, I was the only one that couldn't draw. They were like, "Oh, you got the light skin, and you also can't draw." And there's your Mexican eyes. So, like being able to take photos of the comic book characters to make it, I actually had a little channel where I try to do like comic book style stuff with the figures. So that's mostly what I like, being able to pose them to be like, how would I want this to see? Like I have a bunch of pictures that I don't even post on Instagram. I just keep them on my phone because I'm like, there's something funny about this. I'm like, but I like the way it looks, so I took a picture. But that's probably one of my favorite things is getting these characters that I saw growing up. Whether it be on the cartoons or like the comic book cards. Or I tell people all the time, like my dad bought me a total of like 6 comic books when I was growing up, and like 3 of them was the art books. Like they had no words, they just had the character drawn by somebody with the names scribbled on the bottom. And I'm all like, all right. I'm like, what is this about? Sabretooth, Emma Frost, Beast. Yeah, like I don't understand what's going on. Like, yeah,
like, just the names.
I was like, is this like a Playboy for nerds? I'm confused. It's like,
wow.
But and then like he bought me a comic book one time where it had like Wolverine, and like, oh, his claws are bone. And then the next comic book he bought me, and I'm like, what does Iron Man have to do with this? Like, I was so confused because I didn't realize how comic books were in series and all that stuff. So I don't think he did either. But
right, God, yeah, that's got to be frustrating of wanting to get all the is like not getting the toys and the comics and stuff that you want when you're a kid, man. I mean, I'm not my brother and I were considered super spoiled in our family, even though compared to our friends, we weren't super spoiled. Like they were super spoiled and we didn't get nearly as much cool stuff, but like so my brother and I are the only ones that are half white. So we're like, and we're the only ones that like really, well, we'd stay at my grandmother's a whole bunch in the city too. But yeah, we definitely, had like kind of grew up in a little bit more affluent neighborhood than my cousins and everything. So we're always considered to be like the super spoiled ones. And yeah, I would say to an extent, especially compared to them and everything. I mean, they still got, my first comic books came from my cousins though. So they had comic books and shit too. So what the hell are they talking about? They probably just,
it was just a half white thing. They were like, we're just going to assume because you have white.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're just like, put it all like just on that. But
like the first time I saw a poor white person, I was like, what did your parents do that screwed up their life? Like, why are you in this neighborhood? You're white. Like, I don't understand. Like, that was the thought process. Like, no. It wasn't like, oh, how can my parents help better me to get us out of this neighborhood? I was like, why is this white person in a poor neighborhood? What did y'all do wrong? Like, your mom must be on drugs. Like, I was like,
they just, for me, it was like the families that had like just moved to California, I think, were like the white families that had like less money and stuff. But yeah, it's a like pretty affluent area and everything. And like we did okay, but it wasn't like, I think like for my childhood, I had like one long box, which wasn't filled all the way, but it was like a good chunk of comics and everything. But it wasn't like anything too crazy. And there's all kinds of toys that we wanted when we were kids that we didn't get. But my parents were pretty good about making us like work for it and earn it. So we had to wash a lot of toilets or like just a little story I've shared here before. But like it got to a point where like we'd have to do chores in order to buy toys. And then we started figuring out the return policy as kids at Target. So we would, as kid, my brother says that I thought of it, but we would get our toys with our chore money and then play with them and then put them back in the box after about a week or so and return them and then get a new toy and just do that over and over again because shit beats doing more chores and everything. Just
What's like? I just want to say thank you to you and your brother because I'd be like, yes, open package. We could probably get this one. Like, it's marked down.
Dude, we would open those up. We never shredded.
Oh,
We
what?
would never shred.
Okay.
Never shred a figure box ever. And when I would see, because it was chores, bro. Like if you got to wash a toilet for the action figure, you're reading the copyright at the bottom and everything. Like we weren't poor, but it was like we were like, like it was like the most valuable thing in the world to us. So like I would read the bio on the back or like the whole thing was precious. I would put the accessories back in the tray and try to, I'd peel off the sides. Like I would go around. Oh, here we go. Here's a good example of that era right here. I remember I'd always peel off around here and try to flap it like a door when I was a kid. And then I had one friend who got one because I was buying Morph. I remember I was buying Morph and my friend's mom took us to KB's, coincidentally KB's. But I was buying Morph and he was all crying and stuff because he wanted Morph. And then his mom just caved and bought him a Morph. And I'm like, what? That's how you can just get a figure doing that? What?
It's funny. Like, I have a few of those old Toy Biz ones and like the little 4-inch. And my parents would take me to the grocery store like every 3 weeks. And they'd be like, which one do you want? So at one point I was like, I had Deadpool in my hand. I was like, this guy looks cool. I think I'm gonna get this guy Gideon because he has a suitcase. And like that was the dumbest thing ever. I was like, I should have got the Deadpool leg.
Wait, repeat that again. You had a choice of getting the same figure again, or
no, I had a choice of getting Deadpool or Gideon.
Oh, Gideon.
Yeah. And I was like, Deadpool looked cool, but I was like, look at this suitcase. And I went with Gideon.
Oh, because the suitcase, not even the ponytail?
No.
It was the suitcase that sold it for you?
Yeah. I was like, man, accessories. I've never had these. Like,
oh wow, what a trip! Oh wow, that's so funny. Yeah, God.
Yeah. So now I'm just waiting for the Legends team to remake Gideon, so I can bust out that Gideon. Like,
remake the old school one, not even a Marvel Legends version. Which we do need a Marvel Legends version, by the way. That'd be really cool to have. Go with your Sunspot or Villain Shelf. I'm hella. I don't hear a lot of people request that one, Gideon, but
I had all the obscure things that nobody requests. Like one time at a live stream, they were like, "Oh, what would y'all like to see next?" And I was like, "Ravage 2099."
Oh, Ravage 20.
Like nobody wants
it. Like that's like I remember my friend said, like, I'll trade you for a classic '90s GW Bridge. I was like, dude, like the figure, like, oh come on. But he was drawn cool and everything. But yeah, I like what you do with one of my favorite things that you do on social media. I think is hella fun. What's the name for it? Oh yeah, random. Yeah, random would be an awesome one to have. God, that would look so sick, especially if they get the texturing, like that skin texturing. But I was gonna ask, like, when there's an announcement for a new figure, you crack me the hell up, dude, because like you always. Can we go? Actually, we can go on. You don't mind if we travel? I'm gonna share the screen and go to your Instagram and look at some of these.
So I just posted this one to Twitter of Atticus Doom from Mezco that was just announced.
Oh, is that? There you go. Looks just like it.
I was like, it's the same thing.
It's the same. Oh my god, that's too perfect. Here, let me pull up the oh jeez. Hold on here. Writing it in, but like it's already right there. Hold on a second. Let me Oh yeah, and then you've kind of turned the Hood figure into your big time letdown Spider-Man a little bit. That's like your mascot.
Yeah. It's funny how that happened. Like I didn't even want that figure, and now he's all over the place. Like, so I got him as Hood Lactus right here.
Oh,
Uh,
Hoodlactus. Yeah. That's
but
that's
yeah,
the one.
it totally reminded me of the big time Spider-Man that you have. I was like, man, I was like, that's cool. But like he always has that. So I was like, all right. So, but yeah, Hood Lactus there.
There you go. You can see it. All right. Just took me a second to get it all organized. But yeah, some of these is just like it really sometimes they actually look a little bit closer. Well, yeah, what was the deal with this one right here? Is this like full video? Is this like
So
a Sammy Hagar kind of?
that one when I got the Sentinel, I took it out live on an unboxing. Like I got it the day before, the day of a live that I was doing, and I was messing around with it, and I pretended to give it a voice of, like if Jeff, like I was Jeff Dunham, and someone was all like, "Dude, that was hilarious how you made it like a puppet. You should do more of that."
Oh,
So
oh,
that's called Sentinel Me, and I chose that character to do with the Sentinel. So,
that's great, dude. That's hilarious. And then some of these other oh yeah, I like how you have a little comic. I said bring the furniture after you've paid this. Right on. You got actually I'm just seeing this one for the first time right now. It's just been
yeah.
hearted. That's funny. But yeah, some of these other ones. But then you actually have some real Mezcos over here though too. You got this guy right here. What's his name again?
Yeah.
The
Captain Nemo.
yeah, Captain Nemo. Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, that almost reminds me of the Infinity Gauntlet. That's pretty
Yeah,
sick.
that's an impressive figure right there.
Wow, and like Century Productions, you got a bunch of Frogmans too.
Yeah, GameStop had them for like $5. I was like, I gotta take all that. All the
Oh,
ones
is
that
that
are here,
what
I gotta
that
take them.
is?
So yeah.
Oh wow, okay. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. But this kind of tripped me out because this almost looked exactly like the gingerbread with my kids, but I think that's great that you have starter spiking right into it. It's awesome.
My wife was like, we gotta throw these away, and I was like, wait, I got an idea.
You don't eat them?
No, well, because we do them like 2 weeks ahead of time, and we leave them like just randomly places, and I'm like, I don't have a clue what's been just resting onto it. So
Yeah, I know you're not supposed to eat them. So I'm a stupid ass. I wanted to eat it, so I ate most of it with my kids, and then and then I ended up getting the wicked shits, and I was like, oh, that totally deserved that, dude. I love food so much. I've hurt myself. I fucking
oh
don't even.
man.
I've it's like oh god, I'm so embarrassed. But like I had when I was in Mexico City. Oh jeez, this is okay. Look, you guys, this is an embarrassing story. Just because it just shows how stupid I could be. All right, so enjoy. What the fuck?
That was a Krampus.
The Krampus figure. Nice. And so yeah, when I was in Mexico City, I think it was the last time I was in Mexico at Mexico City Unboxing Con. And oh yeah, genius. There you go. They fit. So why not?
Yeah.
I don't know the
Yeah,
logistics
that's
behind
now.
like I
Well,
don't
it's
see how they
mariachi venom to me now. Like that's
oh
all he is to
mariachi
me.
venom. There you go. Perfect. Just needs the hat. The
I
guitar.
have him on it. I have a hat with him. Where did I put him at? I think my kid was playing with them. But yeah.
Oh, there you go. You use kind of, definitely not, but kind of use that one. And oh yeah, this is funny right over here. I like that with the bunny. But yeah, I had when I was in Mexico City, I had the most. Oh, cool! You got both of the unparalleled. You have a Rubio and the. I wanted to call it Wade. This one, it's Odious.
Odious, yeah.
Cool. I think this. I didn't pick up the Odious one, but I have the Rubio head. That is really badass on any figure that has some kind of metal on it. I feel like it's
Yeah.
perfect
And
fit.
actually I won the Odious head. And
Oh,
then when he
cool.
made the Rubios available, I was like, well, I gotta have the Rubio. I gotta have them matching. So I went in and snagged
Nice.
them. But yeah, he did a really good job painting those.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I did a custom figure showcase video recently. I actually picked this up like a year ago, and I just had a bunch of these different customs sitting around, and I just meant to show it in a showcase video, and I hadn't done a showcase video in hella long, so I finally got to put it up there. I'm sure Wade watched the whole video and loved it. The here's what the
So that's cousin Eddie, which
Eddie and Advent.
oh, where I have him at.
Well,
Like there's some figures I just keep in a bag with me at all times when I get bored at work. But I mean, it's pretty spot on. It's pretty spot on.
Oh, that's dope that you get to do that. Yeah, right on. So you got the comedy career on top of doing a day job? Is it just like just doing a regular day job stuff?
Yeah,
Man.
unfortunately, I'm not allowed to say what I do on the internet. I've been advised by management because of some of the things that I
Cool.
say and do on the internet. But I work for the city. I can say that much. So
Oh, neat. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You definitely want to be careful with that. So you got a government job, municipal. I used to
Yeah.
work for a city before. Oh, what a trip! It's do you have to deal with the public?
I used to. Now in my position that I'm in, I don't really see the public, which is cool
Oh,
because I'm also from like the poor neighborhood, and we'd see a lot of poor people come in, and they'd be like, "What up, Sonny?" I'm like, "Shh, "You don't know me. You don't know me." Like,
oh. You're just like ignoring them, just putting them off.
yeah.
Just putting them off. Like, I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy. That's hella funny. Awesome. Damn. Yeah, I used to work for a municipality and for the planning department. So it was, whoa, you're able to fit a little jersey on there? What trip? I'm like just like going through your whole Instagram
Yeah.
and everything.
That was a football jersey I got for my kid when he was a baby. It was a 12-month jersey, and
Oh my
my
god.
wife wasn't home, so I was like, I'm gonna see if I can get that memento that we kept. Stuck it
Yeah.
on him. So
Damn. Did you grow up in Texas? Have you been in Texas your whole life?
yeah. I
part of-
grew up
In Austin? Did you
Austin.
say? I think
yeah.
you mentioned. Nice.
Yep,
That's
capital city. So
right on. Yeah, I've got to Austin. When I was on tour with the band, we got to spend a good chunk of time in Texas. So I mean, Texas if you guys didn't know, it's a fairly big state. So like, if you're touring, like you're gonna play more than like one spot over there. And we were lucky enough to play like 4 or 5 different cities in Texas, which like for a 4-week tour was like the longest we spent in any state by far, because like some of these other states you play one show and you're on to the next state like the next day and everything. So but yeah, I felt like I got to know Texas fairly well. We played Amarillo,
Amarillo.
Lubbock,
Okay.
Amarillo, Lubbock, Austin. We played right on 6th Street. I don't remember the name of the place. But like 6th Street is like your guys's it's like the equivalent of kind of like a how would like Telegraph Avenue almost, like out here in the Bay Area, but like not everybody here is from the Bay Area, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, it's weird, like, because it was big. That was the party street. Like, you went there to
Yeah.
get drunk and get in a fight and
Mhm.
sleep it off on somebody's lawn. But like, I don't know, it's changed, like the pandemic and everything. Now people shoot each other and stab each other all the time over there. So it's kind of like people don't really go there that often anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? Oh, well, just because
Yeah.
the pandemic times, or I don't know if it's like, yeah,
It's weird. It started right before the pandemic, and then like when they opened up the bars, they'd be like, "Oh, there were 2 separate shootings on 6th Street last night." And it's like 2 separate, like, come on. But so I haven't heard a whole lot more of it now, but I think it's kind of calming down. But yeah, that's where everybody goes to have fun and make bad decisions.
make bad decisions. Yeah, there's a lot of bars playing over there, and
Yeah,
a lot of
ton of
bars, people
bars.
playing, and I thought it was awesome. There's just
You can play in the middle of the street if you want to. Like, I've seen plenty of people just set up in the middle of the street and just start playing, and
nice. Yeah,
please don't say anything. They're just like, "All right, go ahead."
Yeah, no, I believe it. I did that actually. Where did I do that? when I was on the road, there was a saxophone player from another band, and I do the jazz thing too, even though I was with a pop punk band at the time. Like, but we played like some jazz in the street. Just this guy I just met that day, and I love doing that kind of shit. But yeah, I hope to. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
visit
cool.
Texas again after things kind of like settle down and we actually get over all this different fucking COVID bullshit, because it's like I feel like, oh god, it sucks. Like I as a musician, as somebody who performs regularly, I really felt it. Like it really messed with me, and to this day, it still kind of does, because I don't get to, it's still like a little bit weird and everything, and but eventually, hopefully sooner than later, it's like it feels like we're almost out of it. Like just in California, they let go of the mask restrictions, so we don't have to wear a mask inside anymore.
Yeah, it
So
was like here in Texas, like they did different stages. So like we were in
Mhm.
stage 5, and then we went down to stage 3 for literally like half a day, and then we went right back to stage 5. I'm like, do we just skip stage 4 again? Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
no.
understand what's going on. And
There's
they're like,
absolutely.
we told y'all not to go have Christmas with your families, and you did it anyway. Stage 5. So
Wow.
it's like, but in I guess on the silver lining is we now have alcohol to go at pretty much any place we want to be at. So
Alcohol to go. Oh wow.
alcohol to go, yeah.
I didn't
See
know
with
you
a little
could
piece of
do
tape
that.
over your straw and be like, don't drink that till you get home. No,
Oh
but
wow.
yeah, no, we
Oh
can order alcohol through the drive-through now at plenty of places.
oh shit. I didn't. Damn, I
Yeah,
never heard of that. Wow. But you still can't buy booze on Sunday, right? Is that
correct. Wait,
the
no.
fuck? Is it?
After 12, you can buy beer and wine. So
Oh, oh god, I remember that tripped me the fuck out, dude. I was like, you're telling me I can't buy beer? I can't buy beer. Like it tripped me the hell out. I was like, what the fuck kind of shit
yeah,
is
you
this?
gotta
Like,
wait till people
and
get out
roped
of
off
church before
too.
you buy beer.
Say what?
I said you gotta wait till people get out of church before you buy that beer on Sunday.
Oh,
That's
you
what
have to wait for everybody to get out of church. Yeah. I was like,
was like. I
damn.
went to California a few years back, and I was tripping out. I was at Walmart, and I'm like, I could buy Absolute here at Walmart. Like what? And
And
I was tripping out about
anytime,
that.
any
I was
day
like,
too.
vodka
Yeah,
and this
yeah.
milk and some
Yeah, yeah.
socks. I just want to buy weird stuff together.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty yeah, it's pretty chill over here, except our bars close super early. Like they all close at like 1, like last call. Well, god, I've been a dad for 4 years now, so I'm pretty sure last call is 1, because I remember for a long time it used to be like 2, and then all of a sudden it was earlier. I was like, what? But I remember like the last couple of times I've been out, I felt like everything was just like shutting down like way early. Where in like New York, I think they shut down at like 4 in the morning or something, if at all.
Uh,
Like
Yeah,
they just
well here everything goes at 2
it's at 2. Okay.
unless it's a full nude strip club, which I've been told was fine.
Yeah, which you've only heard. A friend of a friend told
I was
you.
early one day and I looked at 5 a.m. and the strip club was still yeah. The all new bars they're BYOB, so they're open till 5 a.m. Just
What? Are
ridiculous.
you
But
serious?
yeah,
You could
yeah,
show
it's
up with your
crazy.
own booze at a strip club?
Yeah, if it's full nude, that's the only way you're getting booze is if you show up with your own bottle. They will not sell liquor.
What? But they can make so much
Yeah.
money if they sell liquor. They do that. I
So what they
mean,
do
I've
is
heard they do that at the. I've
you bring your
heard.
liquor and you're like, "Can I get a cup of ice?" And they're like, "Here you go, it's $30." No, it's like you pay for the cups and chasers and stuff. So that's where they make all the money. It's a big upcharge on that.
Oh,
So
oh, okay. Yeah, because I figured that's they got to figure out something. Let's take a look at
yeah,
the chat a little bit. We've been ignoring the chat a little bit, but anyone ever go to a Target and buy a package of socks, a jar of Vaseline, and a scented candle, and then just stare down the cashier?
I one time One time I went to Walmart at 2 a.m. back when they were open 24 hours, and I picked up a machete, some rope, and some condoms. Not
Oh,
thinking.
dude, what the?
So I was gonna cut down some limbs the next morning, and I was like, all right, let me cut down these limbs and stuff. But I also needed some condoms, so yeah, it wasn't the smartest decision. And then I paid cash, and the cashier just like stared at me with like just like she'd seen a ghost, and I'm just like, oh. I was like, yeah, I realize this is not the smartest decision here, but
You could just take out one of those three things and you'd be fine, right?
exactly,
Machete and
yeah.
rope. Okay, he's got a yard thing going on. Rope and condoms, little kinky, you know.
Bondage, yeah.
Yeah, machete and condoms, probably too kinky, but actually that's the combination that you want to avoid right there. Deadly weapon and and protection from the evidence.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's yeah, that's so bad.
Yeah,
I've only really
yeah.
bought condoms on their own. Like for whatever reason, whenever I've bought condoms, it's just the condoms. Like I don't know what it is, but I've always ended up just being on only. Maybe because I don't keep, I'm not keeping track and be like, oh shit, you gotta
Be like,
go
oh
fuck-"
man, I'm gonna work up this big old manly sweat. I'm gonna be irresistible. I better pick up some condoms.
Yeah, gotta go ready, to do this. So it's
Yeah.
you gotta be careful with what you're doing out there when that's but that's good that the employee was a little suspicious.
Yeah. Props to her. She probably had me followed by police. So
That's good. You should have been followed by police.
yeah.
How is it over there with law enforcement? I mean, such a dark question. But what's that like over there? Because I feel like I would assume it's scary as shit compared to.
It's actually not that bad because a lot of times, we're in Texas, so a lot of people carry guns even before we had just like random open carry. And so the police will take precaution mostly with minorities because they might have a weapon. Now, realistically, they get a lot of white people here because they throw all the caution to the wind. They're like, oh, okay, whatever. But it's
Wait,
not too bad. So, of course, if you're like, oh, hey, how's it going there, officer? Like, I mean, there's the
I
times
love
that
that.
pulled me out and cuffed me and stuff like that. And one officer flagged me, so every time I get pulled over, they call for backup because he flagged that I carry multiple firearms on me. And I was like, dude, it was one time, dude. It was one time, like, but it's on my driver's license, like it's forever tied to me. And so anytime I get pulled over, if my signal lights out, they'll pull me over and they'll call backup, and then they'll surround me basically.
Oh wow, damn! So I think you're like forever marked as like Frank Castle, basically.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
Wow! Oh,
Yeah.
what a trip! Damn. Yeah, I've gotten like out here in California, it could be kind of shitty. Like you get like asked if like, I mean, they'll take you out of the car and everything. Well, it depends on who I'm with, but a lot of the time, like there's definitely a difference of depending on who I'm with and what's happening. Like the first time I got pulled over while driving with my wife, that tripped me the hell out because she's very fair skinned and she looks light skinned, or you've seen what Charlita 1 looks like, right? Like she's very fair complexion. So it's like there's this pure kindness from the tone of voice from the officer that I just never heard before in my life. I was just absolutely shocked. And then they just like let us go. I was like, what? Like no questions, no sitting there for hella long, holding on to the wheel, waiting with like none of that. Like, damn. Like, wow, white, like the white girl's powers or whatever. I don't know. That's the way I've seen it. She's like, that's like how it normally goes, right?
Like,
I'm like,
you have an
no.
immunity shield.
Yeah. An immunity shield. Like usually, I mean, it's not that hasn't happened to me every time, but it hasn't been that crazy where they've, searched the car and had us sit in the curb and everything. Especially if I have, like one of my homies with me, then it's like definitely like,
Both y'all out of the car, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just let them search it like, oh, whatever. But yeah, it can be pretty crazy, man. Yo, Russ, I'm gonna send you something you should show on stream that just got announced. Ooh, did I? Oh, I think I actually heard about this, but I don't know what it is. Cops here think you're a criminal if you're a minority here. Apparently, I look super Hispanic to people here. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Joey looks Hispanic, but I guess over there you're super Hispanic. I mean,
super Hispanic.
when I was out in Minnesota, I don't think there's like too many Latinos, Latin people out there. Let me see if I could see what Thirsty sent over, or is this in inbox? Okay, nope. Sorry, hold on. Checking the inbox. Speaking of new stuff, what new figures are you looking forward to, Sonny? Because I want to see if
actually the Mesco Nemo's crew, because one of their face sculpts looked like me.
Oh,
and I'm like,
nice.
I need that figure.
Nice.
But that one, and let me see who else. Actually, the new Captain America, the that anniversary one.
Oh, I can't wait to get
already.
my hands on that one. Yeah.
I'm like, man, looks. So we don't have that style Captain America yet, so I was like, that one right there. But
you didn't get the 80th anniversary one, the 80 years one.
Early on, like when I started collecting more Marvel Legends, I had the opportunity to buy one, and I was like, I'll get it some other time. And then it shot up to like $90 or something.
Oh God,
I was like,
that
okay.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me more times than I want to admit. Yeah, for real. I think this is these are we got a new Vision.
Oh yeah, was it May Shelf he posted that?
Yeah. Send a message over there. Oh man. That looks pretty sick, dude. I feel like Diamond Select is really stepping things up, you know?
It looks nice, but the legs look weird.
Yeah, they're always like they're always cut up.
Like it looked like he had two right feet, like two right legs.
Oh,
something is off about it to me.
Yeah, and they often have this thing right here in the pelvis where you can't get the legs too close to each other. The arms do feel a little on the short side too, right? Like if you extend those arms all the way, they're not going to go down to the hips right there. So I like the face sculpts though. Thank you, Thirsty.
The face looks nice though. Yeah.
That's pretty sick. God. Oh wait, we looked at this one already, but yeah, I'm happy to get I'm definitely happy to get more Marvel Select, and then a lot of dope accessories right here too.
Accessories.
Yeah. That's sweet. I appreciate Diamond Select giving us more accessories rather than like the big bases. You know what I mean? I think this is cooler. I like this. Kind of reminds me of like what they did with the Silver Centurion Iron Man. You know? Yeah, the arms do feel a little on the short side. It could go a little bit lower here, or maybe the torso cut down. I'm like reviewing it. I noticed that happens a lot lately. I notice more and more of what I call speculative reviewing, where it's like without actually having it, let's cut this thing down. Let's tear it apart. Yeah. It's like, well, like nobody has it yet though. So like, what are we really doing? We're kind of like dissecting blueprints instead of dissecting.
Based on this, I think I might just print that picture out and then review the picture that I printed out.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. All right. Now that I have it in hand.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah, just start doing that, printing out the picture.
Like, look, guys, I'm trying to save money. Okay, so I'm printing out the pictures of the figures.
You're not even looking at the image. Like, it would be way clearer to just look at it if it was online. That's hella funny. You got to start doing that. This looks pretty sick, though. I do like it for the most part. A little gappy right there at the diaphragm. I'm doing it again, but I mean, it looks like it's really close to being released. So I get why we do that. But what was the one that? Oh shoot! What was? I'm going through all my. Let me go back to my main page over here. I was looking at, I'm like showing all my private information over here. Here, let me stop sharing the screen and then I could find what I was looking for. But I think Sergio found something that I wanted to look at, and it was the Tamashii Nation's Thor. Oh my god, this is actually this is actually pretty funny. Have you seen this? So
The
I
one
guess
with Lady Thor.
Lady Thor, yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
he does these side by sides that I don't totally agree with the comparison, but it's still pretty funny. So he's got that one, but this is the first time I've seen this. I didn't realize that we got is that really that's Jared Leto, right? Am I tripping, or is that 30 Seconds to Mars?
I'm like, I
I think that's
I
30
can't not
seconds.
see it now.
Right? Yeah, you can't not see it. I think that's 30 Seconds to Mars right there, though. And yeah, so
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's like the one angle. That's
Wait,
the
why
thing.
are her breastplates under her boobs? I don't understand.
Oh God. Damn it, I'm not gonna unsee that now. You're right.
Like,
That's kind of a weird spot. Like they could be like
it's
on top of
weird to show her age that way. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. The sagging. Oh damn it! Now I'm gonna look at it like that this whole time. Shit! What did they do in the
Oh man.
comics? Sag on.
As you
Oh,
get
the
older,
swinging
you get a new
headrest.
breastplate.
Yeah, they could. Well, I mean, they could have put him on the top to not like
Yeah.
sexualize him, right? That like that's the thing is that we want to make sure that we're not getting boners. So like, put him on the top, right?
Like,
Definitely
these are not
can't
those
do
kind of
that
toys.
now. Yeah, especially
Yeah.
on a toy or anything. So it's like, God, but yeah, the face is that really God damn it. I'm not trying to be a hater on this or anything, but yeah, I'm not really seeing the Natalie Portman on the face sculpt so much. I mean, I wouldn't say
Yeah.
it's that bad like Marlon Wayne's or anything, but it's funny. I know he's trying to be, he's just being funny. But yeah, that's I don't see Natalie Portman right there
Yeah,
anymore.
no.
Maybe the eyebrows, or maybe not. No, her eyebrows are prettier than that. I want to see what I have to look up what Jane Foster looked like in the comics. See
What she
like what
look
they
like?
did with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Jane Foster Thor. Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, just to get a reminder. See, they could have done this. This would have been better. Hold on, let me actually shit. I suck at the internet right now. Hold on. I'm just like failing. Whenever I'm on the spot, I just like fumble everywhere. Let me, and it's not like I like just started using this or anything. I have no excuse at all whatsoever. But yeah, I just want to look at there. Yeah, okay. Looking at these, yeah, you can see right here they have it's just a big metal plate covering everything.
Yeah.
And then
So they could have just went that route.
Yeah, that would have been fine, right? That wouldn't
Yeah,
have
unless
been.
in the movie, because that's based off of Love and Thunder, right?
Yeah, that SH Figure Arts figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this. Ooh, see, there it is. Like that
Yeah,
would have
see?
been kind of a cool look, even though that doesn't look like that looks like Mila Jovovich more than Natalie Portman to me right there, right?
Yeah,
And I missed this. Oh, I was so bummed. I almost. God, she looks so. I feel like this person just barely got paid enough to hold this thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I feel like she feels embarrassed.
yeah.
Damn. Natalie Portman.
I don't want to be inappropriate, but she's making a face that.
You be inappropriate. You're on the Russ Toy the Russ Toy Reviews channel.
It's like she's giving her first hand job. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the face. That is spot on 100%. Yeah. What am I doing holding this? Ew. Why is it in my hand? I want to go home. That is too funny. That is hilarious. See, that makes sense to me why you rely on the improv. You got those improv chops, man. That that's that is its own skill for sure. That's hella funny, dude. But yeah, she seems very, very, very uncomfortable. Dude, we've gone 10 minutes overtime over here. My bad, dude. I feel I said 7 to 8 o'clock. I didn't mean to keep you, Sonny. Shit, dude.
Oh, it's
Really
all
good
good,
time
man.
talking and everything, man. But yeah, we should get on that note. On that note, but yeah, I gotta head out and we have an after party that I gotta get to. So let me stop the share screen right there. But yeah, let us let us know what you got going on and anything you want to plug, and what's
Cool.
coming up on the channel and on social media.
Yeah, so every Sunday night on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Sonny channel, I do live streaming 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time every Sunday. Still trying to get more content out there. I recently unboxed some mini brands toys while I was driving, and
Oh
I got
wow.
some flack for that. So,
Hey.
so it's like, well, you've been there when I live stream when I'm driving. I did it again, but I was unboxing
Yeah.
this time.
Yeah, I think
So
hey.
every now and then I'll go live on drive. So hit the notification bell and you'll see when I go live and just at random times. But on Instagram at Sonny Plays with Toys, you can follow me there. That's where I put all the photos I do. So.
Awesome, man. Excellent. So stay tuned what's coming on the Sonny channel. Visit the lives. The lives are fun. I try to get to the lives as much as I can, and it's always a fun time. So yeah, go ahead
Thank
and
you.
check them out. Link in the description below. Sonny, thanks again for hanging out. It's a pleasure to finally talk to you as close to face as we could. I really appreciate you having here on the live stream, and yeah, hopefully we do this again in the future. And thank you so much, man. I really had a good time tonight. Thank you,
Yeah, I
man.
appreciate you for having me on, man.
All right. So stay tuned next time, you guys. We'll be here on next Thursday. Next Thursday will be the next live stream. Then all you patrons, I will see you guys at the after party. All right. Catch you guys later. Peace.